global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned. Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again, and for those of us who have been subscribing to our channel, we are so happy, and we just want to tell you thank you. For those who have viewed and liked and also share our videos, we are so happy also. We say a big thank you, and if you really appreciate what we've been doing on our channel, please do well to subscribe to it. All right, right now we are looking at Edo election 2020. The concentration had been on what is happening in APC camp, and the expected, I wouldn't say the unexpected, but I will say the expected has actually happened. And what's the expected? Obaseki, Governor Obaseki, who is the incumbent governor of Edo State, has been disqualified by APC screening committee, and they say it's on the grounds of HSC and his NYSC certificate. And I mean, this is really unthinkable. But guess what? They were actually expecting it. They were expecting it. According to Edo State government, they said that Oshiomhole wants to announce Obaseki disqualification from APC primaries. That's gubernatorial primaries. According to them, before then, they had said that they titled the statement "Tyrant Oshiomhole Bare Fangs to announce Obaseki disqualification from APC primary election," and where they accuse Oshiomhole of extreme display of lawlessness and dictatorship. Now, according to the statement, before even this announcement that he had been disqualified, the Edo State government said that the extreme display of lawlessness and dictatorship by Comrade Oshiomhole will reach its peak today when he would announce in a press conference the disqualification of Governor Godwin Obaseki from contesting the primary election of the All Progressive Congress. In record time, Oshiomhole has subverted all due process and broken all laws in the books in his ultimate quest to crown himself as the godfather of politics in Edo State. Like he stated recently that he is the Supreme Court and the ultimate determiner of the fate of aspirants for governorship seat under the APC, he has executed his preconceived agenda of stopping Governor Obaseki from flying the flag of the party at all costs. After pushing the failed narrative about Governor Obaseki's educational qualification and meeting a brick wall with the University of Ibadan response, he resorted to using his characteristic brute force to disqualify the governor. And guess what? It has come out exactly as expected. Now the question is, where are we going from now? Is APC going to win Edo State governorship election? That's the question. I know we've heard him talk about politics, and one of his best definition of politics is that the best rigger takes the day, and I think there's going to be a lot of rigging, but having to fight against an incumbent governor or disqualifying an incumbent governor, for me, I believe that it's not really good enough for APC in Edo State. I can assure you that it's not good enough for them, because the truth of the matter is, with what is currently going on, I believe that I'm like predicting right now. I see Godwin Obaseki joining force with PDP to see how they can hoist out APC from Edo State. And guess what? I know that this guy too will fight lawlessly. He's a man who can fight. I'm talking about Adam Oshiomhole, the national chairman of APC. He's a man who can really fight. So he will do everything within his power to ensure that he secures a win for APC. But guess what? Most people had been of the opinion that Obaseki should have moved to PDP. The handwriting was so visible on the wall. Immediately he noticed that he was unable to overcome Adam Oshiomhole. That's to kick Adam Oshiomhole out of the position of the national chairman of APC. if he had exhausted that particular option and it wasn't possible for him to throw him out, I think the ideal thing would have been for him to jump out and plainly talk to the president about it, that the reason why I'm opting out from APC is the fact that this man is going to frustrate me from becoming the governor the second times, but I have to maintain my political record. And there are a lot of things right now in contention, because one of the things which I believe that they have used to frustrate, not only frustrate, but to destroy his political destiny, is the fact that they have already announced fakeness in a lot of things that he is using. For example, NYSC, you say his NYSC is defective. You say his HSC is also defective. So what are you trying to do? It's not even on the grounds that, we've seen him, he was involved in anti-party activity, that's why we're disqualifying him. On the grounds of his educational qualification, which is what, made him to become the governor of Edo State. So with that alone, the political destiny of Obaseki is totally annihilated. And I know that Obaseki, being a relentless person also, will fight tooth and nail to ensure that APC does not take that position. But where most of us are really troubling is the fact, if he will go into negotiation with PDP, he will cross-carpet to PDP. That's what we may not really tell, if he's going to move to a PDP. But right now, suggestions from different quarters have it that he should transfer himself from APC FC to PDP FC right now, because it's about your political destiny right now. I knew very well that the president would not be able to do anything, because before now, when he bought the form, he traveled down to Abuja to show the form to the president and tell the president, I've bought form. Remember, as we were informed by the former APC chairman and former governor of Edo State, Chief John Oyegun, you had already endorsed me in your boardroom. So I have bought form. Please talk to this guy who is lawless. That's APC chairman who is lawless. Let him allow me to run. I believe that was the reason why he had to go present himself to the president. But the president cannot help at this point. And it's really surprising, man. It's really surprising, which means the APC chairman has so much stronghold on APC. A lot of people had also predicted this, that the fight between him and Obaseki and Adam Oshiomhole can never go successful for Obaseki, because the truth is, when this guy hates you, when Adam Oshiomhole hates you, he uses everything within his power. But guess what? He's not going to come out to say, I hate you and all of that. But he will do everything within his ability to ensure that you don't test what he say you won't test. And I feel that this is a warning that will go out to every other contestants in future elections, even when it comes to, for example, this guy's own is coming up anytime soon. That's Akeredolu, and Akeredolu have some issues here and there, but not as stiff, and strong as that of Edo State. So right now, I don't know what will be the situation of this guy, Obaseki. But I know Obaseki is also a tough nut to crack, because if they have frustrated his effort, he will do everything within his power to make sure that APC will not carry the day. How he will do it is one thing that I cannot tell, because right now the commissioner of police that he is very familiar with has been thrown out of, Edo State, and a new one has been sent in there. I believe as at that time, they may likely strip him of all security, and they might possibly see how they can stop him from influencing anything on the day of the election. INEC had also opened up that in event of any katakata, during the election, that they will make sure they cancel the whole election, because they have already had so much, happening. And I don't know, I can't say with so much boldness that this is the end of the road for Governor Obaseki, because I believe as a staunch politician, he must have had a plan B, that in event of this not working out, this is what I will do. But for me, I think the best option at this point is for him to decamp to PDP and possibly hijack the party ticket from them, and see how he can frustrate APC. or maybe remain in APC and try to mess things up for the party from within. But he doesn't look like someone that will give up the fight easily. I see him as one person who won't give up the fight. Sadly, I really don't see a path to second term for him. If you ask me, this is quite personal. I don't see him enjoying second term in office in Edo State, because even if he comes to PDP and hijack the ticket, I don't think that he can do anything. So politically, this is from personal this thing. He is partially finished, when it comes to Edo State election. And guess what? Everything has to do with personal interest. You'll be so amazed that right now, those who have been his staunch supporters, who are also the APC stalwarts, who are APC chieftain, before you know, it's all about the way. It's all about the money. So the next thing you're going to see is most of them will silently start, cross-carpeting to APC, to Adams Oshiomhole faction, small, and before you know, he will be left all alone. Because I think one of the things that they also try to work after is to see that they enjoy themselves too, for the fact that I am PDP APC member. I wasn't an APC member because of you, Governor Obaseki. I was there because I uphold, the objective of APC. I value it, and I want to still be valued as an APC member. So it shouldn't be because of you I lose everything. So you just see quietly, some smart guys, people have started even resigning from APC. That's from his caucus. See, some commissioners are stepping aside and all of that. And that was a pointer to the fact that he may not carry the day. Well, for me, I said, let the game begins, because I know it's going to be quite a turbulent one for APC. If they win at the end of the day, then I will celebrate Adam Oshiomhole to be a very strong politician, because it's not, this guy, Obaseki, is not like this guy in Lagos State, who quietly just, what's his name? The former governor of Lagos State, who quietly opted out of the position because Tinubu did not want him there. There was no stiff fight between the two, So Humb1e just quietly left because Tinubu didn't want him there. But this case is a fight, is a case of before you root me out from it, I will scatter everything. And that's what we are going to experience. Well, we'd like to leave it there. Go to our comment section. Let's interact. What's your position now that Obaseki has been disqualified by the APC primary screening?